for me, the book Peace is in Every Step by Thich Nhat Hanh was quite fundamental, amongst other books, was quite fundamental in really helping me find peace. And that sounds really silly, but finding peace with mundane, regular things, like just going for a walk, those things that you do again and again and again, those routine things, that really helped me um, be content with a happy existence, and the faith, um, because of my previous evidence, because of my previous track record, that I think we're going to be okay. In part of my healing, I'm along the line now to acceptance, and that was a really big thing. This book, Peace is Every Step, Thich Nhat Hanh. Like I said, that was quite fundamental for me. And letting go, people talk about letting go and moving on, and it's easy to say, but actually doing it is not that easy. It's not just about time and forgiving yourself and loving yourself and all these things, but it's actually about just calming yourself down and relaxing and getting out of your head more. I've just been away for a festival where I met loads of great people and we just chatted, enjoyed the music. I took my socks and shoes off. It was brilliant. It really was. Just being there and kind of forced to be present and enjoy connecting with so many people and loving the music. And I cried and I laughed and we got lots of great photos. So it was brilliant for me. That was a really good part of the healing process, especially the acceptance of just relaxing a little bit, letting go and just thinking, you know, things are getting better. I made a lot of friends, so it just feels really healthy and cathartic. And so I'm just feeling really quite content and almost happy on the inside. So have a think about that, being content and relaxed and enjoy the mundane, and just breathe a little bit and let go a little bit. All right, but not with alcohol and drugs. So that's my first piece of advice. It sounds silly, I know, but compassion is something difficult sometimes when we're not feeling loved ourselves. But that's what makes it even more amazing if you can give compassion when you're yourself are feeling low, and understanding that other people are going through stuff that you don't know about. And I've been guilty of sometimes lashing out or saying inappropriate things or not being nice to people because of the way they are. And on reflection, I feel bad. I don't know what they're going through. I don't know how terrible their lives are. So something I practice is trying to give compassion. I'm not perfect. It doesn't work every time, but I am mindful that that's something I am trying to do. That's something that's on my list of agendas, or something to get better at. And that's being compassionate for other people. And normally it starts with dogs. Normally I give a dog biscuit and then I start talking to the owner. But being compassionate is a way to help heal yourself and to love yourself more by being compassionate and understanding to others. That's the next thing I would think about. Being loving and compassionate. Now, we've heard this lots of times before, but actually, what you watch, what you consume, whether it's on the TV, the films, the video games, whatever it is, lots and lots of Instagram or whatever, YouTube. If you're not watching and consuming positive, happy content, then that will reflect on in your mind, and maybe it'll make your sleep less productive. Maybe it'll make you just feel a little bit low. So consider what you consume in regards to media. There's plenty of good stuff out there if you look for it. One of the last stages of acceptance and moving on with your life is to do with giving back. Now, we're not always in a great place to give back, or we might not know how to give back, but there's plenty of voluntary groups, um, younger people that might need some advice, guidance, or even your own peers, your own friends. So, if, for example, one of your friends or one of, in a group, maybe in a conversation, tells you about an issue they're having, then maybe you could preface it with, I'm not an expert in that subject, but this is my experience. And that way you're offering and sharing part of who you are and hopefully helping that person. That's just one way to give back a little bit. So giving back is kind of like the last part. All right, that's it. That's that nugget of wisdom. Ooh. So just to bookend this conversation, first I'd like to just summarize that we talked about peace, and then we talked about compassion, and then we talked about what you consume, and then we talked about giving back. So once you accept where you are, you will find peace, and then you have a lot more mental energy, and you'll catch yourself smiling more and laughing more, and that's when life really takes off again to the next level. Okay, so peace, acceptance, compassion, consumption, giving back. That's it. That's the way to finish off your healing process. So the takeaway I have for you, the takeaway for you is now, once you catch yourself smiling more and having more fun, do you think you'll challenge yourself again to do something exciting, interesting, or something you've wanted to do for a while? Now you know you've got that mental clarity and that mental energy. Let me know in the comments, what are you going to do with this new energy and clarity? I'll be interested to find out. Okay, that's it for this conversation. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now. I'm not going to climb over the gate because there's a gap just here. And that's a lot easier than climbing over.